Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to Gallup Gardens. I haven't done a long form video in a little while. And I thought, let's do a little garden tour because we've just been so busy. So I haven't really been able to do some like how-to videos and stuff, but come with us and see how everything's working out and growing. So right out our front door here, this is our herb garden, kitchen herbs. So we've got a little thyme down there poking out, lots of rosemary, but we use it all the time, cut it up and cook it. Tarragon is this top herb here. I can never get anything to grow in there. And then we've got some sage right here fighting the catnip, and then we got some basil here and some thyme in there too. This is probably my favorite. I just planted it so heavy I let them fight it out and figure it out. I've got some yummy little strawberries in here somewhere, maybe. The birds are getting them. Some lavender, some dill going on. The thyme's really coming on. We've got a weed here. Ugh. And then the catnip. Lots and lots of catnip. But you can see lots of little bumbles going around doing their daily thing. So, and then some cilantro that's bolting and going to seed. So I'll take those seeds and shake them back out into the bed and let it grow again. But I'm just so pleased with how it's looking. This right here is our onion and garlic bed. It's looking kind of, not too good, but it's actually doing really good. You can see that big old onion popped up right there. So they're about ready to harvest. When they start flopping like that, they're ready to go. This guy right here that's laid over is a soft neck garlic. So we need to pull him, get him braided up. And more onions, and then a leek, or a giant garlic right there, an elephant garlic. We just pulled these beds and replanted flower seeds in them to kind of let them get a cover crop and good for the pollinators. These are my black lilies. Aren't they gorgeous? I planted those when I bought this house in like 2017, 2018. And they've been just shining ever since. I've transplanted them once or twice. So this is the strawberry and asparagus bed. It's looking okay. We're getting to the point where it's time to just leave them alone and let them grow out and get all their nutrients in for the fall. But we've harvested these guys all spring, and so we'll just kind of come in here and pick through and eat the strawberries as they come up. But we're just going to let the asparagus go and do its thing. Make its little berries and reseed, and then the crowns will come up again. These are our beds in the yard. I don't know what else to call them. Our little wooden raised beds. We're going to start harvesting. We've got some beautiful cabbages. Let's see here. Look at this guy. They are ready to go too. And then we got some cauliflower. Got a little pepper there. Some big old beautiful cauliflower that's ready to be harvested. That guy is done. He needs to come out. All three of these guys need to come out. Then I'm going to plant a, right here in the middle, I'm going to plant a pumpkin. Kind of the same thing over here. We're using these lettuce leaves as a mulch. And then we got some carrots that we need to weed and take care of. And then probably going to do a pumpkin right there where that cabbage is. And that way, in October, so we'll plant these guys in June, and in October we'll start getting pumpkins. These are sweet peppers, so got them for the kids out here so they can just kind of pick and munch on. Celery, and then, oh, I forgot to mention all this. So we got summer squash coming in. Look at that beauty right in there. And then I think this is broccoli. Got some little broccoli florets coming up. Look at that guy. And so squash and broccoli and a big old kale. So this is our corn patch. The kids are swimming in it. So, but we got a little bit of corn going. Just got it planted in a nice little block, and it's kind of coming up and doing its thing. And then we got some sweet peas. No, they're not sweet peas. They're just snap peas, and they're starting to germinate and come up. And they'll be climbing this trellis. And then we have our, this is my first time growing these. These are eggplants. Never really ate them or liked them, but they were on sale. I was like, yeah, we'll just plug them in and see what happens. Might eat a few of them. This bed right here has given me more problems because I laid it in laid my natural compost on top of it, and it was full of morning glory seeds. Oh no, I didn't do that. No, what I did do was I went and got city compost, and it was full of lamb's ears, and it was just weeds, like tons of weeds. So I just mowed it and then laid cardboard over it again. And then this year I laid cardboard on it for a while to kill all the weeds, and then I went and actually bought sterile dirt, so I wouldn't have to weed. And then I've planted a ton of sunflowers and marigolds and zinnias and cosmos in here. And so they're finally starting to sprout and come up. And I'm hoping that in a few months, this thing is just gonna be an explosion of color. So that's kind of what I'm counting on, and we'll see. So this here, it's kind of the star of the channel, I guess, other than the compost. People love compost, but is the raised beds. And we kind of went all in during COVID and heavily invested in these with a little bit of money and a whole lot of labor, a whole lot of sweat. But you can see we use the repurposed cow panels that go back and forth here. And then we got a tomato coming up here, and a tomato coming up here, and a tomato there. And they all just kind of come together. We walk under and pick it all. I got some radishes here that are coming up, and then got a pepper plant in the middle. And then on the other side, we've got some cucumbers coming up and a pasting tomato. More tomatoes, more peppers in the middle. These are beans. Beans and a pasting tomato. More tomatoes. Got some beef steaks so I can slice them up and fry them green, because that's probably my favorite way to do them. There's been a shortage of plants. I've been looking for specific ones, and it took me forever to find tomatillos that we didn't start ourselves. So I just plugged these guys in, and I'm really looking forward to those for salsa. And more hot peppers back there. What do we got here? We got some beans coming up. We got a pasting tomato right there. I think that this is poke salad, and I don't know if I'm gonna pull it. I don't know. Gonna talk some failures maybe. This one looks good, but see this guy? He is looking rough. And this one too. I think I've got a blight in the soil. So I'm not gonna plant these beds in tomatoes anymore. And that's why we bought brand new pasting tomatoes to replace these guys. Got some turnips coming up here, lots of little turnips. Some little chili peppers, should be pretty good. Got more cabbages coming up here in the back, and then got a good looking pepper right there. And then these are wild lettuce. I just let them grow, but I think I'm gonna pull them. You can like make medicine out of them and eat them and stuff, but I don't know. And then these are zucchinis. They're not looking too hot, but they weren't looking too hot when I bought them. And then this is a little bean tower that I made. And so we got some beans going up here. And then we've got some more peas, snap peas growing in right there. So kind of all in all, that's, you know, the raised beds, the cool part. Let me take you to the compost. Everything begins and ends with compost here. This here is my tunnel. It's mostly morning glories, trumpet vines, grapes, roses. Look at those grapes. And honeysuckles, lots and lots of honeysuckles. So just kind of planted it and just let it go and do its own thing. And this here is my pride and joy. It's my 4-stage composter. So the first stage, we gather leaves all throughout the fall and the winter. And then we start cutting grass and we start mulching and all that kind of, we mix all that in there together. And we start that compost pile. That thing's probably about 120 degrees right now, somewhere in there. This is all the compost that we took out and used to refill the beds every year. So we fill the beds up in early spring or late winter. And then this is the final bed, which we rarely get to because we wind up using so much. All right, guys, well, that's it. It's Memorial Day 2024. And this is what we're looking like and what we're doing. Be sure and check out our videos, check out our shorts. I try to upload a lot of shorts because we got a lot of short kids, and it's hard to do long form videos and kind of do the how-tos. But if you want to see us grow, you want to see the garden grow, you want to see the kids grow, you know, all the good stuff. So yeah, please like and subscribe, give us a follow, comment. You know, I love the comments. I reply to every one of them. So thanks for coming by.